Very good match. Real pleased with our effort. I think it felt, I think our last probably 4 matches, we haven't quite felt like we've played at the level that we want to be at. So this might sound a little bit weird, but I just feel like we feel much better about that match and a loss than we did about some of those other wins. So it tells you where our expectation level is, but I think more importantly for us, whether we win matches or lose matches, we move on to the next one anyway, but I think what we're really focused on is level of play. We're like that through the preseason, we're like that once we get to conference. We want to be at a level of play to prepare us to play for conference tournaments. So I get that put us there. Central Arkansas is a great team, and they're not undefeated in conference and top 50 RPI for no reason. They're very, very talented, talented all around at all positions. So we knew that they were going to stress us, and they did, and we had to take some risks here and there, but real pleased with how we competed, how we executed a lot of our game plan. It just gives us another look at another good team, and I think it gets us prepared for Saturday's match and a real good and now healthy again SFA team. No, I thought the crowd was, I think, is a real big factor. That's the biggest crowd that we've seen since we've been here. There had to be 800-900 people in the stands, and they are loud and they are into it. It certainly added to the atmosphere. I know our girls talked about it a lot afterwards, and they were very excited about the support that we got. And it was other teams, it was students here on campus, it was people in the community. It was department people, so it's good to see a lot of support for that match. It was real exciting. It was loud at times, and we haven't seen that in the past. I think it really speaks to where this program has come in the last 4 years. So we're real pleased with that, and we're hoping that we've got a couple of years here under our belt, and we've pretty much established ourselves as a pretty strong program, and we've seen our crowds grow and grow and grow, and I felt like last night was kind of the pinnacle of that. Keely, another player of the week, I think she showed last night what kind of an impact she can have for our team and on a match. And at that position, that's sometimes really difficult to do because you're only, I shouldn't say only, but you're in charge of the first contact, and you can't sometimes take care of the second two, but she puts us in such a position to score. She's one of the elite players in our conference, regardless of position. Definitely one of the best. And I say that, and I say this every time, is we've got a conference that's full of great liberos. We saw another great one last night at UCA, and we're going to see another great one this Saturday. But Keely she's elite, and she's a little bit of the engine behind everything that makes it go for us. And our players look to her and they grab her energy, and she's just a great player and great athlete. And it was a lot of fun to watch. We saw it last night. It seems like it was just yesterday that we played SFA at home, and that was a while ago now. And since we played them last, they had a significant injury to one of their best players, and they've been dealing with injuries all year long. And I think they're at a level now where they're about as healthy as they're going to be, and probably as healthy as the rest of us are now. So they're playing better, playing a lot better now, and they're going to be playing for a seed in the tournament, and we're kind of doing the same thing. And again, Saturday's match for us at SFA, it's a rival of ours, so I don't want to say it's any more important, but really probably more important for us is continuing that level of play that we felt like we kind of achieved last night. Continue to play at that level and kind of set the tone for our program and for us, and what we're going to be expecting come next week at the conference tournament. Yeah, exciting day for us, being signing day. We signed 2 in this early signing period. First, Aubrey Davis from Plano, Texas, player who's pretty versatile, has played a lot of middle in her career because she's so fast. She's probably, athletically a lot like Vanessa Coleman in our program. Built a little bit like Vanessa, very dynamic, very fast. We'll see what happens when she gets here. Kind of the plan now is to be an emergency middle and kind of work her more on the right side to kind of take over for Mackenzie and Katie when they're gone. But another great hitter into our lineup and into our roster that can play on the left, can play on the right, can play in the middle. but we're really excited about her. Very, very good kid, sweet kid. The other one we've got is Madison Walford from Denton, Texas. Played club for a couple of years with Aubrey, actually. This past year they played on separate clubs, but very, very talented setter. Looking to add some setter depth for next year. I think Madison's gift is that she just locates the ball. She locates her sets so well. She's not the flashy type. She's just really, really steady and consistent. There's a player that we watched a lot of this past spring, and she really, really grew on us. It didn't take long, but when you start paying attention to it, I think probably for Madison the thing that stood out to me most was her club team was a bunch of undersized players, and they were playing at a high level, at an open level, and in the top group on this Tour of Texas thing, which is a real strong power league. And I think she is, if she's not the reason, she's one of the major reasons that team was able to do that with such smaller players at such a high level. But she just puts her hitters in a real good spot, and she locates it real well. And I think that's going to be the strength of hers coming in, and it'll be nice to add another setter. I mean, we got EJ's a junior now. Next year is going to be a senior. So to add some depth to that position, and this class is about adding depth for next year, but it's also kind of our next generation of players for the program, and two very, very solid kids, and really enjoyed them throughout the recruiting process, on their official visits. I feel like they bonded real well with our team, so I don't think that's going to be any kind of an issue at all. I think they're going to be able to jump in right away and fit in, which is athletically they're going to be able to do that already. But I think just all the other things that come with being a team and all that, I don't think it's going to be much of a transition for